in it. And you know what they say about opinions, right?
I don't give a damn. They like,
don't you even start your stuff.
Girl, come on. I don't give a damn. I'm ready.
You always ready. You stay ready because you ain't got to get ready.
You already know. Because it's about what? See, she's on.
It's action for me.
Can I get some wine, please?
It's the white wine. You know what? We're recording, but it doesn't matter. Continue. Make sure this part is this way. Ain't no free advertising. Y'all want to sponsor? Y'all cut the check.
We did not get
We'll
no
flip
check.
it around. No pen, you got checks. You can write the check.
Y'all the same person.
She get on my nerves.
God bless everybody. So, we jumping right back into this episode with our lovely guest, Gianna Chanel.
Yes.
And
Shakira. I'm Shakira on the episode. Shakira.
Sister Key.
It's showtime.
She started like, she like, see you not.
Sai, Sister Kiki, whatever you
So,
want.
we wrapped up talking about with their degrees, taught that we all got a degree in some sort of way in sociology.
We all went to Indiana
We all went to Indiana University of Pennsylvania. And
Party school, IUP.
It definitely was. IUP definitely, aka still where I usually party. And if you went to IUP and you was fortunate enough to graduate, fortunate enough to graduate, that means you didn't
cold to hear from all the shade.
Hey, yo. You say she didn't graduate?
No, she did.
I'm just saying.
No, she did.
Everybody at the table graduated.
No, I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying you know the full cultivation of the party culture of IUP.
I just said we fucking research methods together.
Right. I feel like it was niggas up there that lived up there just.
Oh, we not gonna get into the.
That's another episode.
That's a whole other episode about these bums.
That's a whole nother episode for a whole nother day. I don't even know if the room is big enough for the motherfuckers that we need in this room to get through that story.
He was bum central.
But anyway, these ladies also talked about the fact that 2020 was a great year for their business. Y'all spent all your good PUA money with them.
Thank you.
These
wigs and these crafts. Y'all getting it.
Y'all at home, y'all living room parties was thrown the fuck down. Okay, she said, y'all said, excuse me, can you do me a favor? She said, I sure can.
Listen,
she said, I sure
busy.
can.
I never been that busy in my life.
It's called booked. It's getting booked and busy.
Oh, it was very.
It
was overwhelming.
Oh, okay.
So when people talk about entrepreneurship, just remember
you
trading a 9 to 5 for a 24/7.
Yes. Say it again. Stop again.
I said you traded a 9 to 5 for a 24/7.
Sometimes we still working a 9 to 5 because I still work.
And I still work a 9 to 5. We all do. So 24/7.
So let's just jump into something a little controversial. Do you guys feel like as business women that when you come across men in the business or even men in your personal life, do you feel like that they respect you guys and take you seriously as business women?
They better. Like I don't see why they wouldn't. But I don't. How can I say this? It doesn't matter to me or not if one, if you're not going to respect my business, then I feel like you're not going to respect me because like, what do you want me to do? Dumb down what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. So like that's a problem between.
That's exactly what they.
That's a problem between you and God.
Yeah, right. You and Jesus.
Like it's like guys be wanting these girls that she can handle this, she can take care of her own, and then as soon as you see me getting too much shine, it's now it's a problem. Like I just feel like you're doing too much. I don't think you're doing enough. Like and not every entrepreneurship isn't for everybody. Right. Because I didn't know I was gonna be called to be an entrepreneur. I'm just like, oh, I like making stuff, see if people buy it. Like so, if you a man and you like to work hard, fine, because the bills gotta get paid either way. So, yeah, that's really a problem between you and God.
Do you run into issues, or have you run into issues with any men? Whether it be personal or professional.
Not professionally wise. I think guys think what I do is pretty dope, but I feel like with this guy that I had relations with, I guess we'll say that. Like at the end, it was kind of like, oh yeah, you doing these room setups, you doing this. I don't know what could really be happening. And it's like most of the time when I'm doing the room setups, people not even there. Like so you worried about 90% of the time people not even there. So you worried about the guy that hired me is trying to do something with me. Like exactly. Like I was just like. Okay, so this is something once again between you and God.
Let me tell you something. All right, let me just interject and pause right here. So if you guys need any, I do female security on the side.
Not
For
female
anybody,
security.
I'm just saying for anybody who needs any assistance in like enforcement, okay? Because I am the equalizer. So
Okay.
if you need any enforcement in any areas like
You're
that,
like some
these
women.
men. No, I'm just saying because I'm like that. So don't
Crying.
everybody say nothing to you like that. Because now I feel like I need to say something. Now I don't like. Now I got a problem. Now I got a problem.
I'm crying.
Just saying.
But of course, this was at the end, and I'm like, okay, so this is how you.
Because
really
now I feel like
Right.
you was a fucking nut and you really wasn't respecting my shit because you want to say
Right.
something at the end.
Right.
You bitch ass nigga. But I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think it's something about a girl boss some men can't take anyway. But you
Yeah.
know, that's another.
I said this
subject.
before. Men get called, you know, a boss, and women
We
get called
controlling.
You know, bitch. Exactly.
It's a lot of issues. I mean, where do we start?
Where do you start?
With men and women, what I've been called, I've got called a shaker and a mover. I've got called that I work too
This nigga-
much.
this nigga
At
was-
6
I've
least you wasn't
got-
called a sleeper,
I've got
a
called-
sleeper and a fake
I
dreamer.
mean, I said, as long as
Oh
you
my
want to call a
God,
scammer,
yeah.
I don't think
Well,
it's
that's
scammer.
it. You ain't
I've
never
got
been a
called oh hell no, excuse my French. I feel like with certain men, and I've experienced it because I've dated very, very, very high earning men where I don't make nearly half of what they make, and I've dated guys who just do very good for themselves. And I think a lot of times certain men, they support you in the beginning. They'll give you like some encouragement and some push, but once shit starts to pop, it becomes a little too much. And I've dealt with that because it's like, oh, you always got to be out, or oh, you always, oh, I wanna. I remember I was on a routine. Yeah, I want to do something or something, and if I got 6 wigs to sew and color and do this, I can't go.
Right.
You know, I can't do this. And I remember in my previous situation, it was like I was on a schedule. And mind you, I still work a 9 to 5. Most people think, I don't know why people think I don't have a regular job. I tell everybody, do not quit your job. Do not.
I'm like, I don't know how much money you think I'm making.
Listen,
but
right? Like, do not. Like, I think the internet has this thing where they just telling every people like, oh, quit your job or do this, or like it's like taboo or a sin to work. And you know that bothers me so effing bad because how can you convince? And this is society now. This is the internet. How can you convince a generation of people to not work and fire their boss and become entrepreneurs and F this and F that and F this and F that, and then become entrepreneurs and try to hire the same people you just told not to work?
Exactly.
Right.
Because they're going to say F you. Like,
Yeah.
You are trying to hire the same people who you attempted to convince that a 9 to 5 or building someone else's dream was like basically taboo. It was like, oh, it's just the scum of the earth for you to work at that or build somebody else's dream, and then you turn around and become an entrepreneur and then put up a for hiring sign.
and you think they're going to want to build your dream.
Does that make sense?
Like,
Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
because they
This
still
is
working for
I don't
somebody.
get these entrepreneurs sometimes. Fire your boss, do this, and oh, a 9 to 5 is BS. Oh, working for somebody is BS and this. But you're the same people that turn around and put up a for hiring sign. Who told people don't go work a 9 to 5 and build somebody else's dream, and then you turned around and put up we're hiring.
Yeah.
Who would want to work with you?
My friend used to be like, look, somebody got to deliver the mail. So,
Somebody
somebody
has
got to
to-
have a job.
Somebody
Right.
has to work.
Mhm.
Everybody's
Everybody's a chieftain. Who the fuck is the regular ass?
And that's the
Indian?
problem with this generation. And I think sometimes, like, let's get back to the male, to the relationship part
Yeah.
of it, or dating guys. It's like some guys will give you the push in the beginning, but when stuff starts to pop, it does get a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
A little bit tricky.
I
And,
feel
and
like
like
that
I
can
said,
go both ways though.
see, it can.
But I
It
feel
can
like
go both
women
ways.
are naturally more comfortable with, not all women, but I feel like the role of women is naturally more comfortable with just sitting at home while the man goes to work because that's tradition.
Mhm.
So
I agree.
typically when it's like that, a woman don't got no problem with sitting at home while her man work. Like, okay, I don't give a fuck if he going out and working. I don't give if I don't have that much time because he making the fucking money. He's taking care of me. But when it's the opposite, like you said, we get a bunch of shit down our backs because I don't have enough time. You doing too much.
Right.
Right.
But when you met me, I was doing
The
same
same
thing.
thing.
just as much.
And that's
I
the
met
thing.
you while I was doing the too much.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's the thing. And I think in my experience,
Your mom bought a
like-
wig off me. Like,
Yeah. me.
You called me for her Mother's Day gift, like the best.
This is the baby shower, so what are we
Yeah,
talking about?
like, and not just that. I feel like
Why should we walk away when I was setting up? Like,
I've been a bartender for over 10 years, so I come from the nightlife scene. And a lot of times, oh yes. I've worked in many of bars, many of strip clubs, many of a lot of things. And I come from the nightlife scene, and I think like even dating in my 20s, you know, I only really take private events now. No like bars, and especially not in Philly. Heck no. I don't pay enough in 2021 like 2015 and 2013 and 2014. Yeah. It was a little different. We was walking out with $600, $700, $800, $900 a night some nights. Yeah. Now you walk out with $50.
Right.
I mean,
You had to fight for that 50.
and you had to fight for that 50.
Mm-hmm.
You had to talk too much.
Yeah.
So yeah, not now. But I think coming from the nightlife and being a bartender, still working the 9 to 5, like the schedules get real terrible,
blurry.
real blurry.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
then
real shit, you only see each other if you work the same schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
So for me, it was kind of like I was on like this schedule type of thing where like if you have a guy who works like a regular 9 to 5 and then run their business during the day, so it was like, all right, and a guy who gets up very early. So if you have to be to work at 6 a.m., then he's on a schedule because he has to be asleep by 11 to get up at 5 a.m. every day to be to work by 6. Your schedule is the total opposite because I'm up to 4 a.m. working wigs. I don't got to be up at 6 a.m. because my regular job don't demand me to be nowhere at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. So a lot of times what I found myself, I was falling into like this routine, like, oh, I had all this stuff to do, but then you trying to please a man. So you're like, oh, I got to cook. I got to put the food in the oven at this time. Okay, boom, by 10, I got to get in the shower. He want to have sex by this time. And boom,
you feel like a human robot.
and then it's like, damn, but I still got 6 wigs. Damn, but I still got. It just was like, it's crazy. It's crazy because when y'all on 2 total opposite schedules and you still trying to please him, by the time we do all that, you put him to sleep. It's 12:30. You ain't sold 1 wig. You ain't checked 1 email. You ain't did nothing that you had to do. Now you up to 4 a.m. checking emails, responding, packing shit, shipping stuff, and then now 8, 9 o'clock your morning meeting, you exhausted. But thank God that if you have a job like mine, you can maneuver kind of that.
Damn them morning meetings.
Yeah, so it's tough, and then it becomes too much.
Yeah.
It becomes too much.
A lot
When
of
somebody
chicks
don't
don't
understand, it becomes too much, and then the arguments come, and then the bashing coming, and then the things say like, all right, well if I'm doing too much, then take something off my plate because that was my go-to. Okay, you don't want me to bartend anymore? I'll let you know how much I make Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sundays is the fish fries.
Niggas love a fish fry.
Oh, I'm working
Don't
for it.
let somebody die.
Oh, I'm working for it now.
Don't let somebody die. And they have
before the 9.
no, before
I'm not passing up before the 9. I'm working before the 9.
Okay, that's a little 5 hours.
Don't let the
Look,
ego
I'm
game
working
you
before
on.
the 9. Real good and sad. You
I'm
come off that
Real
bed.
good.
Real good and sad.
I will
Come
be
off that bed.
at 3 o'clock. Setting up.
And they
That's
desperate
enough.
too because they got it. Never mind. That's
You know what?
But because you know the fish fry is to bury the person. It's not like having the fish fry.
I don't know what it's for.
Right.
I am working the Sunday.
get real
fish
different.
fry.
It get real different.
So at the end of the day, it's kind of like, okay, when y'all start to beef and y'all start to argue, okay, take something off my plate. Because I'm not, it's not that you all about money. It's like, I like to live a certain type of way.
Yeah.
I like to take a vacation once a month, whether it's 1,000 or 15 or 2,000. I don't give a damn. I'm going. So if on Thursday I'm walking out with, this is just night money. We're not even talking about
Day-to-day money,
Day to day. If I'm walking out with, Thursday might be slow. If you're walking out with $350 on Thursday, Friday you might be walking out with 5. Saturday you're definitely gonna walk out with 5, and then Sunday the fish fry.
You gotta come up with 1,500.
It's fish fry.
And bro, I just got
at least
my trip
1,500.
I got my
money
trip money.
right there.
Right there in one weekend. And you mad because I gotta be in the house.
So,
And then you gonna be in my bed when I want to go on this trip. No,
Right.
no, sir.
I don't play that. I'm at the airport. Drop me off.
Drop you off.
But imagine, and it's crazy, and I'm so glad that you went and you kind of like went through that and you dissected that and you unpacked that very well, because I'm sitting here and I'm listening to all the shit that we do as single or women who are dealing with or in a relationship. You know how it goes, situationship, relationship, whatever the fuck it is, whatever you want to call it. But then you add kids in the mix, and it's like, God damn!
have children.
None of us have kids.
Let's give it up for us black beautiful women right now. We don't got no fuck. Bitch, we
That's
the
not
fool.
enough.
Now, children are amazing.
They are a blessing.
They are amazing.
But let's give it up.
Why?
Bitches still got fucking brains that they gotta keep intact.
Right.
Can I ask, why do we do that as women?
What do you mean?
Exactly what we just did. We was giving ourselves praise for the lack of having children because that was a decision that we made.
You're right.
Why do we always have to go but no shade, children are a blessing. We're not denying them or they're not a lack thereof just because we're bigging ourselves up for not having them.
You're right, because in the same breath we did not say that they're fuck kids or nothing like that.
Yeah, and I say that often, but I didn't
She
say that
said
today.
that.
And I say that often, but I didn't say that today.
I ain't saying
We
one
were
of
just
them
saying
said
that,
fuck
you know what I'm saying? So we don't always have to resort to the opposite. No, I'm just big enough for the fact that, bitch, I'm over 30 and I'm snatched and I look good and I'm blessed with no children.
And it's like, because I feel like since we are over 30, and I just find it so much pressure to have kids, but it's like at this point,
Fuck that pressure.
But
Yeah.
do you really
But
think 30
you
years
have
age are considered geriatric?
yeah, so
How?
I'm like, look, I might just be the
No, biologically.
They are.
They
But
are.
now let me tell you something. Recently, I just was
Come on,
looking at stuff and reading stuff. It's
real.
a lot of women out here who having babies at 40 years old.
Thank
Even
you.
some of them, and they healthy as
Thank
shit.
you.
It's a lot of women. And I
I ain't
just
trying to
read
run
some women
around
was talking
at
about.
40
I'm just
with no
talking
kid.
about by
She
definition.
had a baby
But we
at
gonna have
20
to
years
do
old, and
it.
she
Yeah.
had her next. She is 43 years old. She is having another baby right now, and her other child is in their well into their 20s. And she's like, me and my husband just wanted another baby.
Yeah.
And she was like, so
Wonderful.
don't tell nobody that, don't let nobody make you feel like having a child after 35 is a bad thing, because it's really not.
Just
My
like I don't want
parents, that's
nobody,
why I go out,
just with what you just said,
Yeah.
I don't want nobody to try to make me feel like not having children
It's
at all
bad.
is a bad thing as well.
Mhm.
You're barren, bitch. You
Mother
barren.
Mary J. Blige don't have no kids, and that
And
is
she's
my
a big,
aunt.
and she's
And
in that
period.
relationship. Well, come on, Aunt
So,
Monet.
at the end of the day, that's another topic. That whole conversation with the kid conversation
And
is
she
just,
chose not to have children.
Thank you.
Yeah, she did.
It's society pressuring, because it seems like only black women are pressured because we wait a little longer than white women. But then again, white women still be pushing them out in their 40s.
They still
You
do.
know why?
Yes, they do.
And the thing is,
And-
see,
yes, they
the
do.
black community is so we're like 1,000 years behind, and all we know is struggle.
Yeah.
That's all we know.
Struggle.
So we love to
We
struggle.
love to
They
struggle.
love
It is-
to
It is
glorify
beauty in the
struggle.
struggle. No, it's not.
No, it's not. They love to glorify struggle. So when you have kids this young, you get to grow up with them. You get to struggle with them. But then when you're 35 and you're 35, you're more stable.
Yup.
You have way more money.
Yup.
You can choose a very stable partner.
Yup.
You have help.
Yup.
So at 35, I can go out and take 10 trips. You know why? Because my child has a father who will take him. Whereas though in your 20s, you're stressed out, you're on welfare. Yeah, some people, if they had kids young, they have grandma, mom, aunt. They have all of these supports. A lot of us, as we get older, we lost grandma. Some of us lost our mom, myself included. So we have no support.
Right. And some of us, like me, is a person that don't trust no motherfucker body, so I won't be dropping them off no motherfucker
Nowhere.
body.
If it's not
So,
your mom,
you
your
don't have a
grandma,
baby.
your sister, you
And
can
let's
you
go
go
with
with
another
that out.
scenario. My parents are in their mid-50s, and my mom is just getting over her last child being 18. She ready to have
Right.
an empty nest. She's
She's ready
for
to
the
have
shit.
her
Right.
fun.
Yeah, like so she's over. They over to having kids. Shit.
Yeah.
My dad only wanted to. He been got his 2 out the way. His kids is in their 30s. They don't give a fuck.
I just think it's this I think like when people, because we have the internet and social media, what people don't understand is that the media influences everything.
Yeah,
If you have
it makes
control
it
of the media, you can spread a lie to the entire world. COVID.
I knew she was about to say
you
that.
can spread
I just knew she was
lies
gonna
to
say
the
that.
entire world and just get it embedded in people's minds to just think and believe this stuff. So I think a lot of women, I think with the kid thing,
I think it was real.
yeah, no, I'm not saying that it wasn't viruses going around. But they definitely hyped it up and
And they did
added
shit.
more shit onto it.
like a little cupcake just sprinkle.
'Cause it's been viruses
and they just added on.
Yeah, they just
sprinkles on top.
added they sprinkled that thing
And
out
then
the
that shit into a
lab.
whole
Yep.
fucking bakery.
They
Yo,
sprinkled that
okay.
thing right out the lab and made it
What
into
you
a whole
just do?
thing.
Why you stop and say yo?
I said y'all because I'm cracking up because I just realized what we was talking about, what we was supposed to be talking.
Yeah.
We went live.
But we were
It's
kids.
okay.
I'm sorry.
But what I'm saying is, and that's
Sorry,
why
y'all.
like a lot of women are influenced by the media and they looking at all this stuff like you should have kids
And
by
I'm
this.
so sick
You
of
should
that.
do this.
Between
You
media
should
and
have kids
stuff
by
like
this. And I'm like, how are you having? You don't even have no stable living environment.
Right,
You don't even have no no money. Do you even have 10,000 in your account? And that is low.
You have a healthy dynamic with
Do you
you
have
and
a
your
healthy
partner?
dynamic? It's just kind of like
You and
y'all
your
push.
family.
And this is black women. I'm talking about black because I
Are
can
you
go to white.
taking care of yourself?
Right.
Because yeah, you have to carry that baby for 10 months. They lied. It wasn't 9. It was 10.
It's
bitch.
10 months. And how they keep saying 40 weeks is 9. 40 weeks is 10 months.
It is.
And you're
But-
a mother for the rest of your life.
Yeah, and
It
it's just
doesn't
like I
end
feel
with
like
anything,
when
sorry.
we
No,
wait till
it's
we
not.
get older, it's like society, and society is the media.
Mm-hmm.
They push it so much on black women that these girls is having babies so young and just really just have like no clue whatsoever. If you have this is just my logic. If you have a baby and you got to go back to your mom's house, you shouldn't have had a baby. If you had a baby and you were on welfare insurance, you shouldn't have had a baby because it's like what you just basically you beating the system. You using the system like we all. My mom
The system
used
is
it.
raising your kids.
No,
I-
niggas love the
yeah.
struggle though.
The
That's
struggle.
just
And that's the,
goes
it
back
goes
to that.
back to
Niggas
black
love the
people
struggle.
love the struggle
That's the
because they
circle of life.
glorify the struggle. And I knew because I came from struggle,
Mm-hmm.
I knew in my mind that I was never going to have a child and my child have to struggle.
Let's pass the collection
It is
plate.
no,
There's
it is
no
no
way. I
struggle.
don't want that.
Call my kid Bucci, call it whatever. My child will not live in shelters, which I have. My kid will not endure the struggle journey.
But as a parent, that
That's
is your
the goal.
job, though, and it's
Mhm.
crazy because while we're on this topic, I also want to mention that society tries to make it seem like women can't have both. Like, what the fuck? I can't be a mom and be a successful entrepreneur.
You
Yes, I
can.
can. And
Right.
you want to
Yes,
know
you
how?
can.
Because you get a team. You get a reliable team to help you. You put them in place. What you need? Oh, you the cameraman. Oh, you the one that's gonna be editing my show. Oh, you the one that's gonna be getting my wardrobe together. You
And
gotta.
a lot of people don't understand teams.
They don't.
Y'all heard about the lady that she has a doula? So there's like
A
postpartum
nighttime
doulas.
postpartum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
postpartum
and
doulas.
people
We
was
talked
coming
about that
at
a couple
her.
weeks ago.
People was coming at her
Yeah.
like,
The
you know,
struggle
how you
people.
doing this? And it's like
The struggle
she
people.
can afford it.
Yes,
Exactly.
she can.
afford
Something
it,
that
so
you
why not?
couldn't, and your mom, aunt, grandma, cousin, uncle, of other aunt, whoever, baby
And I
father
think the
couldn't
people who are
afford.
upset with her are just people who are mad because they can't.
Right, because
afford
they're
it.
like,
The
that's your
struggle.
job. Yeah, but it's also my job to be a good mom.
The struggle,
Like,
a healthy
What's
mom.
the difference
Mom.
between a doula and a nanny?
I don't know.
No, I'm saying.
Yeah,
I know it's the difference, but I'm saying.
I think
just
it's
like
a
that's
doula
like
is
telling
more
a mom-
educated as
Yeah.
far as
No,
what's going on with
it
mom's
was
body.
a
and
mom's
response.
body
I
and
know
mental health.
Yeah.
What's
Mental
the difference
health.
between
A
a
nanny
parent
just
getting
here
a
to watch the
nanny and a
kid.
doula?
Because the doula was going to like doctor's appointments and stuff like
So
that.
the fuck what? A nanny will go to doctor's appointments too. When your old ass motherfucking grandma and your mom gotta go to the doctor and you don't want to fucking take her, what do that bitch do?
Let
She
me-
hire a home health aide.
Let me tell y'all
What she
something.
do?
Let me tell y'all something. Let me
That's
tell y'all
the deal,
something.
a home health
I'm
aide.
so glad my sister's in school to become a nurse. I don't plan on having children. I really don't. But let me say something. As far as I'm very familiar with CLCs, that certified lactation consultants. I'm very familiar with doulas, and I'm very familiar with the benefits that they can add to that situation. Take advantage of that shit if you can afford it. Because let me tell you something. Being able to sleep at night is I'm guarantee you the best thing you could be able to give your child. Because when you wake up in the morning, you can tackle whatever you got to do for them, and you can do for your business. Because why? You were able to sleep all night, and that doula had your baby. You made sure, and you're not a bad mom. You want to know why? Because they got clean clothes, the room was clean, the doula had a plate from the dinner you made before she got there, probably. Okay,
No,
the
it's not.
bottles was ready, the nursery was ready, the monitors was on, and you're in the next room, and it's not like she's there by herself.
Right.
You're a team. So when I read that whole scenario, I'm like, what?
I read it too.
I would love to have that
The only
experience.
But
people
it's
who
not
feel-
normal.
The
It's
only-
people who
no,
cannot
it's
do it.
very
It's
normal.
not normal for us.
It's not normal for
For the
black
regular people.
struggle.
Like I said, or people who are struggling.
It is
Right.
very
That's for people who are
normal
struggling, period. It's not
for
normal
a
them.
mom to have. I remember my sisters
Y'all better take
just
some.
having babies,
Hold on,
right,
wait.
and being pregnant.
Y'all better start taking advantage of these inner city programs because they got doulas for free. Y'all better
Thank
take
you.
advantage. But go
Or
ahead.
your insurance
I
will
remember
cover
my sisters birthing their
How long?
children, right, and just needing a break.
it. Mhm.
I remember my sisters birthing their children and just needing to go to Target, to Starbucks, to Walmart,
Right.
to wherever they is wanting to go.
They
Little,
couldn't do it.
and couldn't do it.
Mhm.
Because even their husbands was at work, grinding, whatever, and couldn't do it. And you know what? Dropped the baby off. Those 4 hours I might have had the baby
Life
was the
changing.
most peaceful, life-changing thing of their probably entire day, entire week.
Mhm.
Yes.
So the only people who don't understand that is black struggle.
Mhm.
And
The
because
life is
we're
going
1,000 years behind,
Mhm.
it's not going to change overnight. It's
Yeah.
going to keep going and going and going and going because we're the only people that glorify struggle. Where do you see the white culture glorify struggle? Almost never.
They got a nanny from jump. Oh, he came with me.
It's nothing
Let's
wrong
get
with a
the nanny.
nanny.
Right.
It's
The
nothing
Asians
wrong with a
and the
doula.
Hispanics, they all support each other.
There's nothing wrong with support.
Interdependent
Yes,
lifestyles.
they do.
It's nothing wrong with support.
It's not. And I'm gonna just ask y'all. Okay, so as entrepreneurs and thinking about this, and like how, what will
we
you?
are entrepreneurs.
What? Yeah, you are. So what do you think that you can pay? Like, what is the most important thing for you to get through to the people who are closest to you who don't understand how work ethic really plays into your results and what you're getting as far as business? What is the biggest thing you want them to know? What is the one thing you want to drill into their fucking heads? And I'm gonna say it like that because we tired of some certain shit. Sorry, we working hard, y'all. We gotta put in work, hard work. So what is that one thing that you want them to understand as far as like the grind and putting in hard work and what it is? Because people don't see all the work you put into it. They just know that they see the outcome. Oh, she got this. Oh, she got a new truck. She alright for her business. Oh, she got a new vendor. Oh, her hair decent. She alright. Bitch, I've been sewing for 7 years, and if I drive this truck one more time, somebody gonna get hit. I'm sorry, G.
And I just brought that for my business name.
So
Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
So
My
what is
business
that
name.
one thing that you would really want them to know about, like, especially from a woman's
Go
perspective?
ahead,
Because I feel like
Dean.
we deal
I
with a
ain't
lot.
No, bitch, you gonna know. You need to.
I feel like I need to go first.
Yeah,
you do.
Yeah, because
My
I
hands with the struggle in.
Um,
I want them to know that it doesn't happen overnight. There's times where it's not fun. You know, I've seen 1, 2 a.m. more times than I would like, because I like to be in bed by like 12.
1, 2,
Yeah.
4.
I mean, I've seen that too.
What?
I've seen a night where I didn't, like, I also want you to know that it's not easy and that you're going to mess up. Like, one night, and it takes practice. Like, you wasn't sewing wigs overnight. You didn't find a vendor right away. Like,
Lost thousands.
and you're going to lose money. You're
Lost,
going to lose sleep.
talk
Like,
about them,
Lose
yeah.
content.
right.
Yeah.
You're going to lose content.
Talk about them
Right.
thousands.
You might lose friends. Like, you know,
Oh,
it's not easy, but
I think.
it's worthwhile.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like you got to be patient with yourself. So
Come on,
that you got to be patient with yourself, because if you think you're gonna get this shit overnight, you're not. And you wouldn't want it if it came that easy, because then anybody could do it. So
All of that
Absolutely.
glorifying
Yeah.
shit on Instagram
it is
be
not like it is
to me.
bullshit.
But
Like
it is
Instagram is
super
bullshit too.
bullshit.
I don't understand how. That's what I don't understand how we're and I hate to and I apologize for it. I know we kind of going all over here, but this is a great conversation. I hate the fact that we're in 2022 and people still, as much as we talk shit about the internet, the internet don't never fail. The internet don't never
pass that
miss.
wine.
But the
We
internet
know-
is
hold
gonna.
on.
The internet.
We
is
know the
gonna
internet is
source a
bullshit.
lot
We
of
know the
things.
people lie. and
No,
all
the
that
internet's
shit.
not bullshit.
Hold
The
on,
lies
hold
that a lot of
on,
people
hold on.
spread
Let
is
me
bullshit.
finish.
Because if
We
you use
talk
it
about.
right,
I'm talking about what the perspective is, though.
Okay.
Typically, of general people of
Let me
the
get
internet.
some good system. Why you
People
gotta
like to say that. Oh, we all know that the internet. People lie on the internet. People fake their lies and all this shit. Why is it that we still got so much banter and back and forth about the shit that goes on social media about using it the wrong way? We know people lie on the shit. We know people fraud.
because it's the audacity.
We know
Like,
people got. Yeah, I mean, we
They
know people got
they
hidden
got it out
accounts
here,
and
buy
all
one,
kinds
get
of
one.
shit.
You
Like,
know why?
we know all of this shit. So why the fuck is we surprised? Why the fuck
Well,
is it
we're
knocking us
not
upside the
surprised.
head? I'm not
But
talking about
us,
us specifically.
right.
I'm talking about people. I'm generalizing us into with people. I'm just talking about people in general. Why is it that we fucking surprised when shit happened? Oh, well, I don't understand why this bitch. Y'all fucking know this shit be happening. Why when shit be surprised? Y'all act like y'all be going in. Y'all, the shade room gets 11,752 comments in 4.5 seconds.
She brought the
on a
shade.
fucking post.
I
For
ain't
fucking
funny.
Ariana Fletcher or anybody when they fucking do something. For what? Y'all
Yeah.
knew this. Y'all
Y'all
know this
y'all
shit.
know this shit
This is
already.
the dynamic of social media.
Media.
Why are we surprised?
Absolutely.
You know why people surprised? Because you have a billion people, over billions of people in this world who don't have their own minds to think.
They don't.
So if
and
you
they
can
really don't.
influence a society and generation and make money off of it, why wouldn't you do it?
Right. That's exactly what the shade room does.
And that's exactly what everybody who understands social media does.
Yeah, they play
Don't
off
matter
of
if
people's
it's
emotions.
don't matter if it's positive or negative.
Mhm.
If you use it right and people start to talk, whether it's positive or negative, it doesn't matter. It equates to income if you use it right. So yes, for us, it's a lot of bullshit that goes around. Excuse my French. But for the average,
You just better stop acting like you don't fucking use profanity.
Go ahead.
Yes.
But for the entrepreneur, for the multi-million-dollar tech person, for the creator, for the investor,
Come on,
they
yeah.
are going to use it to their advantage in any capacity. It doesn't matter if it's negative or positive. They are going to use it because you know what? It's going to equate
Come on here.
dollar signs.
Collection play that.
Okay? That's why.
You right.
That is the answer. I said, why she keep posting this and keep doing this? Because y'all keep talking about it.
Exactly.
So if y'all keep talking about it, I'm gonna keep
posting
doing it.
It's crazy because didn't I say that about something that we had a discussion about recently? And I'm like, I'm not going to give any attention to it because I don't want to draw attention to it.
Right.
And
I'm
don't
not going
want
to
to
just
just unfollow
I'm not
it or
going to
just-
talk about it.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, so I'm not going to even do it. Absolutely, you can do it in the opposite way as
So
well.
I'm gonna answer the question. If it's for the average, entrepreneur, what we would want to tell people are you said family and friends or something like that. The question. Repeat the question. No, you
So
said.
what's the one
work
thing that you would want? Yeah, what's the one thing that you would want them to just to get through their heads about entrepreneurship?
The one driving
The
point,
one
the
driving
one takeaway that you would want your family and friends to know.
I'm done. Go ahead.
The one thing that I would want my friends and family to know that takes patience. I want them to know patience. I want them to know disappointment. I want them to know losses. A lot of losses.
And I want them to know, yeah, you gotta pay like everybody else. It's not me just giving it to
Ooh,
you.
Jesus, come on.
How about that?
Oh,
I want you to know I ain't got it. I don't
done
even
with
know
it?
No, I'm just saying. I just want to put that out there because I know a lot of people, and I've been seeing it from
do
people
away
who
with
are
it.
very well into their craft and have been doing it for a long time, and they still
They
are
have
posting
upgraded.
things like that.
Mhm.
And
You
they have
already know
upgraded.
me. I tell, don't give me no discount. You
Yeah.
charge me the
What
price.
the
You
price?
charge
No real
everybody else.
shit.
Right.
Because you put your time, your effort, and your
You
work
charge
into
me
this.
the
The price
effing
is the
price.
motherfucking price.
Yeah. And
That's
yesterday's
it.
price is not
Today's price.
I don't need no discount, but I just
Yeah.
want them to know patience.
Yeah.
I want them to know that a lot of stuff, because everybody is like programmed because of social media. They see the bag, they see the car. It's not hard to get a fucking car. People lease cars for 2 years, turn it in, get a new one. The lease is $250. On a Rolls Royce, the lease might be $1,200. If you got good credit, I could go to the dealership with my 800 credit score and drive off with a Rolls Royce and pay a $1,200, $1,300 car note a month, trade it in 2 years, and then get a
Taking
new one.
notes on this.
So at the end of the day, yes, I have a financial literacy class coming up. Well, it's currently pending.
Well, we gonna
Currently
get to that in a
going
minute.
on.
We gonna get to that in a minute,
Yeah, so I just want them to understand, understand, no, it's gonna be a lot of losses. It's gonna be a lot of stress. It's gonna be a lot of nights you cry. It's gonna be a lot of days you say, "Fuck it, I'm not doing nothing today."
How many times have you cried with your business?
Oh,
Like, I'm talking about
Oh,
for-
guys, come
Stressed
on.
out. Oh my god.
So many times, right?
It's funny, I've cried more about the stress,
Stress.
than the happy.
Then the
thing.
happiness.
I got my van, I was like, oh, all right. Like, it just felt like what I was supposed to do.
It's
Like, I should have been
hard, like-
crying.
Like,
Like,
it is
yeah.
so hard.
I was so happy for you. That
and
breaks
I
my
was
heart.
I was happy, but I was like,
Imagine getting a new car in your business name that you're supposed to make money off of, right? And then your partner totals his, and then drags the total loss claim out because he's not being on top of the people who are supposed to claim it. And then instead of me pushing my business car out there to make money, he now has to drive it because he's done dragged his feet. And now I'm losing what? Money. Thank you.
Yeah, don't lose no money.
Yeah. So yeah.
Crying is necessary.
Crying is definitely necessary. Being stressed out is definitely necessary. Taking losses. I want to talk about the losses because people keep thinking
Go
that
ahead. That is all just winning.
before I probably made any profit off of like hair or whatever, I had to source because nobody would give me a source. Nobody would know. Yo, I've supported girls.
Yeah.
Yo, I've supported so many people, bought their products, bought whatever, and like something so simple, they would not give it to me. Not
normalize putting your people on. Like,
They would
Because
not-
you know what the blessing is going to come.
Exactly.
listen. God got listen.
I mean, he got you regardless.
Let's talk about
but
blessings.
He gonna just the fact that like so when I first started making stuff, like, and I was like, all right, I'm good at, using my little Cricut machine. I was like, I should teach classes. And the hater in me that I used to be, I've grown.
Mhm.
I was like, I'm not teaching nobody how to do this so they can do what I do. And I was like, nobody can do what you do.
Thank you.
So why not teach the people, make money, and be a blessing to somebody else? So
And let
now,
them learn how to make their money.
yeah, and
That's how-
my whole mindset has changed. Like, and it's crazy how God has just blessed me from
Listen,
being
your
like, I ain't
mindset
really
changed.
trying to do that to no, you need to do it. Like,
I'm all about that, and that's the crazy thing is, I know for me it was a lot of losses because even people that I've supported, like they would not give me the formula. So I'm like, okay, I gotta source the formula myself. So then I'm losing thousands. I'm using sample here, sample here, sample there. And I think with hair is different because everybody sells hair. I mean, that's a worldwide. Everybody sells hair. But you could. But then I started to notice it, and I started to notice shit like, oh, how are their bundles $50? How?
Mhm.
When I'm paying $90 for a 26-inch wholesale. So I'm just like, am I getting the too good stuff or should I dim it down? So then you have to know your audience. It's kind of like, all right, the good girls is gonna buy this because if I could spend $500, $600 and have something for 4 years, I'll take that over the $50 thing and I'm gonna have it for 3 weeks.
Excuse me, my bundle is 5 years old.
Yeah,
I
and I'm having.
still got one of her.
Yeah, you
wigs.
treat it right. You treat it right.
Let
It'll
me
be
tell you
good.
something. It's 2022.
You treat it
Bang,
right.
bang, liquid gold, gang, nigga. Cause the first wig this bitch made for me was the first wig y'all see me, and that shit about 5 years old.
And it was like, for me, it was like the girls who was doing, I'm like, damn, she really won't give me the connect. So I'm like, all right, we're going to stop this conversation and I'm going to just have to source. So you source, and one thing about me is I don't really sell nothing that I don't wear.
Right.
I know a lot of girls, I have to wear it, I have to bleach it, I have to dye it, I have to jump in
Everything
water,
to
jump
it.
out of water.
Yep.
I have to go in.
That's the
Listen,
vacation.
He gotta pull it. Like,
He gotta
I gotta
pull
make
it.
sure
I gotta
don't
make
come
sure
off
it don't.
the
He gotta get the
track,
full set.
And
Right.
I
need
bought-
all tests.
Listen, I bought hair, the shit done shredded to pieces once I put bleach on it.
Oh shit.
You know, I've had losses. Like, before I probably even made it, I'm just talking off of hair. Before I even made profit off of hair, I probably lost over $7,000. So I tell people all the time, like, you have to start something, you have to have the money to fund it. If you don't have the money to fund it, what you gonna be pulling from your rent money to fund it? So a lot of people are pushing like entrepreneurship on people who don't even want to be entrepreneurs. Because the entrepreneur is just really the person with the idea and the person who has a type of, leadership qualities. Everybody don't have leadership qualities. The entrepreneur puts it in place and then you hire people to work it with you. The entrepreneur is not even the smartest person on the team. That tech and that videographer and
Right, that person,
that sorcerer,
the person with the running,
that
the
creative,
money.
that creative is the most special person on the team. So I just don't understand why everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. I'll be honest, I don't fucking want to be that no more. Like I just want to like get with like certain people like creative, like, okay, damn, can I pay y'all to do this, or can you guys help me out? I cannot control a camera barely. I just told you, I just bought an $850 camera. I bought that shit in May of 2021, and I still cannot.
But you ain't go to YouTube University?
I did, no, I went to YouTube, but I think my level of,
hands-on.
see, an entrepreneur is not a videographer. We just got the vision. See, that's what people don't
That's
understand.
when the vision was to
AKA,
take better pictures.
why we here right
The
now?
vision, I want to do something totally different. I just need a cameraman to know how to work this so he can record the shit that I'm saying, and then the creative could get it all together with the backdrop and all that.
Well, we all
And
that.
then boom, like,
Into
so that's what I'm
But it's good to
saying.
be all that because then you can run your
You
your
could
business.
run,
I know how to make the wig. I know how to set the camera up. I know how to take the
Nah, I
picture. I
can
know how to
set,
change
but
the
I'm not
lighting.
that good. I'm not
Right.
saying I'm that good at it.
Right.
I'm not that good at
All
it.
it-
But
but
when you
what did
hire
I say
somebody,
earlier, it
yeah,
takes practice.
Practice.
you
I
weren't
will
that
be
good at
honest,
making
or you
wigs.
can hire
You
somebody.
didn't. You did 10 years ago. You
Shit,
didn't know how to make wigs.
If it's one thing I know about you,
I'm not that good.
it's that you love hair. We all love hair. We love
Yeah, I love
we
hair.
love looking good.
I
We love
definitely
we
love
love
hair.
self care. We love being women. That's what we love.
Hair. Hair is
So
my thing.
and you like to get dressed up. Bitch, if you don't put that camera on and make some reels on a Friday night when you got a good bottle,
right.
and a good
I
bottle.
know I'm doing better, but I think like
And
because
good
Right.
problem.
but I do better, but because my vision is bigger,
Bigger,
it's like
it's like,
I just
yeah.
want somebody to edit this for me. I've done little stuff. I've tried.
Oh no,
you know,
I see you. Oh no,
I've tried, but
I'm
it's
just telling you,
never
I believe
like
in you. I believe in you.
how a
How
creative
you want it to
Right.
be. I understand.
Because that's not
That's
your
their
that's
thing.
just your
You
thing.
feel like
I'm
Right.
not creative in that way.
I'm not
Right,
creative
that's
in that
your
way.
favorite line.
So, but that's
Nicole.
their thing.
Mhm.
So like I said, as far as
Yeah.
entrepreneurship, that shit don't happen overnight. You have to have the money to fund it.
You do.
And you have to be willing to lose money.
Yes.
Mhm.
Everybody always talks about the income part, but they don't talk about the journey. You have to be
Right.
willing to lose money
or to make it.
Mhm.
to lose it.
Put it up.
And you
lose it,
shouldn't be
and
trying
then
to quit
make
your
it.
9 to 5 when
Oh,
your
please
9 to
do.
5 is funding your business.
Thank you.
Oh, I just
Exactly.
posted that today.
Actually, I'm actually glad that we have this.
This is the
episode.
exact episode.
This is episode
Who is this young
16.
man?
Finance.
Which one?
with
Is that
fellas.
somebody man with the glasses?
This
on?
is what we
They
talk
both
about.
They both got
glasses
glasses.
on.
Oh, the one to the right.
But this is actually episode
I'm the one with the hair. 'Cause
16
Jameer.
of Finance with the fellas.
Situation.
And they specifically said exactly what you just said, Gianna. You have to use your 9 to 5 to fund your business. Both of these were actually this specific individual on the left uses his 9 to 5 to
Yeah.
fund his business. That's what you have to do.
that's what
Don't
you have
quit
to do.
your 9 to 5 unless you're able to make what you make on your 9 to 5 and triple.
Please don't quit
Oh,
your
by
don't
the
do
way,
it.
I
And
just
you
posted it
can't.
today. It says, "Don't let anyone shame you." It was the top of the morning when I posted this. Don't let anyone shame you in believing a job isn't the way. I built 80% of my 8-figure real estate portfolio while working a 9 to 5. The key is to make sure your job is your number one investor. So eventually you can fire your boss once your passive income exceeds your salary and you are able to pay all your bills
Mhm.
without going to work. Okay?
There we go.
So yeah, and then some though, because you got to be able to
It's the and then
survive.
some.
So you need to be able to like if it's
Yeah.
3
Because
times
I wanna
what
go
you
one
make,
time over.
once it's 3 times
And I
over,
want
you
you
good.
noodles. Okay?
That's how you
So
know you
it's
want to
the
clear.
then some.
And at the end, he put what 2 words? Sacrifice now. I agree, sir. And that is spoken by Doug Dept. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his last name, but it's DEP to the E. Thank you, my good brother.
Come on, Doug. You Doug.
And I totally agree. And stop looking at these gurus or these
Yeah.
people on
It's the
Instagram.
guru. It's the Instagram gurus.
It's the Instagram gurus for me that are telling people to quit their job and then trying to hire them to work for them.
Mind you, when they
You
when they
just-
struggle the moment the camera go off.
Like it's insane.
Damn, who about to pay this nigga's got to
Right,
video.
it's insane. Because I've seen a lot of gurus
They have to
who've
pay
never been
you,
out the
yeah.
country
Mm.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
like,
you can't be a guru because first of all, guru is not even an American fucking word, so you have to go out the country.
yeah, it's like I don't. It's just like the way they're, and I'm talking more so about this generation coming up, like teenagers, like 15 to 25.
Instant gratification.
Yeah,
is the
like
way.
15 to 25.
Microwave millennials.
Millennials,
Zing
yes.
zap Z.
Right.
Generation Z.
And I think
That's what I
that
call
these
them.
are the people who are going to be running the world 10, 20 years from now. And
Well,
it's just like they have no work ethic to
They
me.
don't.
And it's just so crazy because everybody is talking about firing your boss, but I'm saying you can't be a boss without being a worker.
First.
You have to be a worker.
I'm the worker
Nobody's
all
born a boss.
around.
A good
Nobody's
boss is a
born
bomb
a
ass
boss.
work
The
ethic.
boss
Let's
is
start.
broke.
Yeah, that too. They're tired
Can we
and
get
stressed.
into that?
And
The
they're
boss
stressed.
is broke.
Because the boss got to take everything that they make and put it back into
To their business.
The boss is broke. So why does
Ding, ding,
everybody
ding, ding.
want to be the boss?
Because
I don't
they
even
have
want to be
this
the boss.
misconception
Like,
of
I
what
don't even
the
know.
boss is.
I just want to be the creative. Like,
Create-
create this, and then like, I want somebody else to handle the money.
The
I want
money.
you to handle the social
So I'ma
media.
handle
I
the
want
money.
you like,
But-
I need somebody I trust.
Trust.
to handle
Yeah, I'ma
it.
handle
But like,
the money.
you know,
These
I
are
want
our
you to-
money guys right here.
I'm just saying that's money.
Yeah,
Shout out to the
nobody
money
touching
guys.
that
They
right
both said
here.
they was going to join the scene exactly.
Ain't
what we
nobody
said.
touching
That's
that
our
money.
CPA, our financial aid.
I'm going to stay up all night getting them books right.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay up all night.
Period.
See, that's not the fun part for me.
It's not the
not.
it's not but it's not fun.
Mhm.
But if I got to stay up to 4 o'clock to get them books right,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm going to get them right.
But it's worth it. And again, like you just said, it's good to know how to do a little bit of everything.
Mhm.
Like, because when you know how to do everything, nobody can just come in and tell you what to do.
What to
You know
do.
how
And
to
if you need to go
jump.
back in
Nothing
to do
stop-
something,
exactly.
you
And
can
look
do
at
it.
And nothing has to stop because you have to wait on something or somebody
Somebody
else.
else to do it.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We learned that lesson very well, very
Absolutely.
early on.
Period.
Absolutely. Which is why we is editing our own shit, so bear with us. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So-
So in it cloud ain't no walking the park.
Girl. So just to reel this back in a little bit, I know Chalk kind of asked this. So do you guys have any like final tips to give audience or anybody as far as how to increase their net worth or the network with individuals?
Yeah, use social media.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There you go. You be on it anyway. You
You're
might
on,
as
you're
well.
scrolling, you're
Yes.
clicking, you're looking, you're doing whatever.
Yeah.
And if it's not creative, I know some people, everybody is not an entrepreneur.
Right.
Okay, let's
Right.
get that straight.
You right.
You will.
You
You
said
see
that
what?
about 12 times in this episode.
Yeah.
Everybody
is not an entrepreneur, so please
It
try
ain't
to
for
stop.
everybody.
Please stop trying to convince people that they are. Some people are okay with working, investing, doing. We could talk about other things that you can do besides just your job check. It's a
Absolutely.
million
things you can do.
things you can do without running a business. I would say use social media correctly.
Correct.
All right.
Is the opposite word.
Yes, correctly. They're gonna talk anyway. They're gonna post anyway. They're gonna watch anyway because we love entertainment. Me personally, I thrive off of entertainment.
There you go.
I protect my mental health off of entertainment because if I don't have entertainment at least once a week, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna be mad, rude, cursing people out, snapping, and that's just how it is. I need entertainment to function. So I would say use social media correctly. Try to start, even if you don't have, because in the beginning you don't have a lot of money, get the right people on your team or the right people in your circle that would do favors for favors. Because I know for me, a lot of people do favors for me because I do favors for them. So if you in the nightlife and you want me to come out or host or do something, and you know, and most of it is guy. I know a lot of guys, a lot of my homies, and then they'll tell all the girls about my hair. So
There
it's
you
just
go.
like,
Right.
it's like
buy your
you-
bitch a couple bundles.
so on
Right.
Valentine's Day, they
They
buying
need to
bundles,
say it like
frontals, they buying, yo.
That's how they say it to each other.
Right.
Right, they
Gotta
buying
do
their
my bitches
moms,
bundles.
they buying their moms wigs,
Mhm.
everybody. So you do a favor for a person. You do favors for favors in the beginning because nobody really wants to dish out and actually have to pay people because you don't have the money to pay people.
Right.
I don't understand where they think we get all this money from, but you don't have the money to pay people.
Right.
So you do favors for favors. Okay, if I come do this, can you shop? Can you shop me out? Can you get my girls? Can you order some hair on Valentine's Day or come to a credit class or a business class or
There you go.
something? So yeah, I feel like it's favor for favors. I feel like use social media right. And I feel like start to write your goals down. Stuff that you want. I think a lot of people manifest, but if you don't have a plan, you don't have nothing. I know for me, I'm 32. I don't know if it's the 30s kicking in, but I order a whiteboard off of Amazon and I have a calendar and I actually write stuff on it.
Yeah.
That's how I remember stuff. If you could put it in your phone, but your phone is not as accurate as that whiteboard that you look at every day.
And it's out of sight.
And although
Like,
you look at
so-
your phone every
No,
day,
you don't look at them
you have
notes.
to
You don't know.
You have to make the effort. Yeah, exactly.
You don't look at them
When-
notes.
You don't.
Cause I got notes,
So
girl,
many notes.
10 page.
But part of that is
do.
discipline.
I actually do look at my notes.
I got
all
10
the
page
time.
essays.
I don't.
When I set things in my calendar, I don't just put it in my calendar. I put reminders so that way I don't have a choice. And I put more than one. It's annoying as shit, so I don't have a choice.
Well, see, you're a good adult. Like, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm
that's
not.
me. I need
Yeah,
to
I'm
see
not.
it.
Ain't nobody gonna be like, hey, Anna, you got all to that.
Yeah, I'm not.
She like, no,
It
bitch,
got
I'm
me
a
on
happy
board.
I'm a happy medium. Actually, I tried to think that I was the whiteboard in
I'm the
the dry
whiteboard.
erase marker away. But then I'm also the kind of person that the other side of it is
You wanna
I don't
go.
want a bunch of shit. Yeah, I'm on the go. I need something that's on my side all the fucking time. So I had to
Put it in the phone
discipline.
too.
Like that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. I
both,
had to discipline myself to use the phone because again, I don't like a bunch of shit. I don't like duplicates of the same shit. I'm not gonna have a phone and have a whiteboard. Again, that's just me. Everybody operates in a different way.
I think
So
it's good
for
to
me,
see
I
your
had to
goals.
discipline
But the
myself.
whiteboard in the house.
It got you. Yeah, like.
Even if you
And
have
so
like
it's my phone.
I know some people do post-its. They could have them on their mirror.
Mirror,
I used to do
yeah.
that. I
Yeah,
did
you
do
can
that.
If you don't write,
And
there's
I
no
changed
way.
my
I don't
mind
think there's
to
no
the
way to
phone.
get to a million if you don't write it down.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
In
And
some
you gotta
kind of shape or
see it.
form, you
gotta
have to.
see it.
every
Yeah.
I did. I don't even care, and I said this before on another episode. My sister, like, this is when I knew she was like really a little woman. My youngest sister literally has a book with her dream house, from the measurements to the decor to
She will
everything.
get it.
She
She
really
will get
has a dream to be an interior designer besides doing hair, because I will kill her if she don't do my hair anymore. But she really wants to be an interior, and when I looked at it, it was just mind blowing to see how detailed it was. And you could see it, and it just was like, oh my
And she's
God.
gonna look at that
She's
every
gonna
day.
get it.
See
She's
it.
gonna get it.
And I'll be damned if she ain't working
Okay.
for it. I'll be damned if she ain't working for it. That's why I'm just like, you know what? Let me keep pushing. Let me keep telling these bitches where
And she don't know how she gonna
Because
do it.
I need her to design my when we buy our studio for the pod, I need her to be setting my shit up. I'm manifesting that shit because she got the looks, honey. Her house about to be off the fucking
I'm like, bitch,
chart.
I need this lime green couch on this thing.
So you know what? I agree with you. That's why when you say it sparked that memory memory in my mind. I was so impressed and I was so happy about that. You do gotta write it down. I agree with that. So that's a big
Alright.
a word of advice for people. But go ahead.
My advice, definitely use social media. Post a lot. Like to the point where people like, damn, she doing it again? Yep, because you gotta see it. Like, and I know I don't really keep up with like the algorithm of social
Me neither.
media, but I know like if you really want to study it, there is a way to do that. Definitely freebies. Do me a favor. Did a lot of favors in the beginning for free. Like whether it was just, hey Anna, I'm gonna give you this cup so you can, promote it because people gonna see it. And
Right.
You can post it. I did a lot of stuff for free. I also did a lot of networking where I went to pop-up shops. Like, I don't do pop-up shops anymore because they just don't benefit me.
I
but
don't like
would-
pop-up shops.
yeah.
I'm gonna get on there. I don't like them.
And if I sold hair, I wouldn't like pop-up shops either. Because
At all.
you're not coming, I'm not
Yeah,
coming
for
to a
that
pop-up
hair,
shop
I
to
was
To
Yeah.
study.
buy
Yeah.
$300, $400 hair.
Right,
no.
no. So, and for
certain-
me,
for certain
Goods and
industries.
services.
it's good. Pop-up shops are good for food, jewelry, bags,
Clothes.
and now people that sell edibles. So,
Oh,
and candles
edibles
and
is
stuff
good
like
for
that.
food.
Yeah,
That's a good
that's
one.
under food. I
I buy me an edible at a
Yeah.
pop-up. So I
So-
ain't buying no hair because
Yeah, I ain't
I
buying
don't
no
know
hair.
where you guys is hair. I gotta look at you first.
right.
See
And
how
yeah, you
dress
can't put
and look
together.
and-
Can I
You
put the
like-
comb through
Yeah,
yours?
no.
I gotta look at you.
Like, bitch,
see
I don't
how
know
you
if this
be-
hair is what you
Yeah.
got in your head.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
definitely started doing pop-up shops. That's how I got to know a lot of people. But it just didn't benefit me because I'm trying to sit here and make custom stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna make this, and this. And now custom
Right,
don't
right.
work for you. Like I went to, no disrespect to the Muslim community, but I went to this event where most of the ladies was Muslim that was there because the girl that promoted it was Muslim. And she bought the people out. But what did they want? Bags, shoes, and
shoes,
you know,
right?
and jewelry. And I'm sitting here with wine glasses, shot glasses, and
They don't-
passport
they don't-
covers. And I'm
Some
like,
of
you're
them
not
don't drink.
yeah,
Right.
mind you, I'm like, well, maybe they don't drink, or they're not gonna be seen buying a wine glass,
Right.
right? So after that day, I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work. But yeah, definitely bartering with people, giving out samples of things for free. Like it's gonna be a lot of free in the
stuff.
beginning. Like
Yes,
people
a lot
like
of free.
free.
Talk
Yeah.
about the free.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And if you know how they say, like, if you love your business, you would do it for free. Well,
Yeah.
first of all, don't even start it if you don't think that this is something you could do for free.
Thank you.
Because like there are still
You
times.
don't really like what you're doing.
Yeah, like no, you have
The
to
money
love it
comes after
because
that.
when
Yeah,
'cause
right.
there's going to be a time where you don't like it.
Absolutely.
Like
That too.
like so when
It's
you
like
don't like
gathering.
it, you gotta
You all know.
remember. Oh wait, but at one point I did love this, and I still do love it. So, yeah, just
And then once you get to a certain point, it's no more free.
yeah, like I'm at the point now
Yeah.
where
no real
it's
shit.
like it's got to be a barter.
Yep.
Like, cause I don't want to do nothing for free.
Yep.
Like, cause I don't have time and I'm trying to make money.
Inflation is up 28%.
Mm-hmm.
on top of that, once
On
again,
everything.
An
your
entire world.
time, your
Mhm.
money, all of that was put into it.
Yeah.
You have now built a
2022.
portfolio for yourself. So
Yeah.
that all of that, it's like a resume. All of that says this don't come for free no more.
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna lie, the
can
right
walk
person
into a
come-
room and negotiate
need
with
something.
an
No,
agency.
yeah, the right
That's how
person
it
who
works.
has the network and has the
Yeah, that
building
has
and
the
has the
network for it.
following, yeah,
Mhm.
I'll front you some stuff for free.
Yeah.
But me personally, when it comes to like, if you want some business tips or you want me to fix something
Mm-hmm.
in your business
Yeah,
or
fix
help
my
you
time.
get some type of
Exactly,
funding,
yeah.
I can do that. But I'm not giving no $500 hair away for
Mm-mm.
free. I'm just not. It ain't happening.
I definitely did. I did.
Now, if you want me to show up because you know a lot of people going to show up, then all right, I can do that. We could barter that, but I'm not. I'm not. If I paid $90 for a bundle, I'm not giving it away for free.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm
Shit.
just
I
not.
had to, and then
It's
I learned. I
a
had to
little
learn the
different.
hard way.
Different industries is different.
Different.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Like
I
I
can
can
understand.
give you some wine glasses for free. It's not
Yeah,
it's not
I
gonna
can
cost
give you
me
free
nothing, but I'm not
bundles.
giving no hair.
But you
$300.
see why we brought both of them to the table because they both have been doing their
I
own thing.
paid.
Mhm.
They're solo doing their businesses.
Yeah.
Mind you, they're both one woman shows.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
take off we take our head off to these ladies, honestly,
It ain't no-
because
ain't no
they do this
partnership.
shit day and night, night and day,
Mostly
and they can really give you a picture.
mostly
Night.
night,
Mostly night.
Mhm.
But this is why they're here. So, we just wanted to bring y'all here. We want to give y'all flowers here. We see y'all some
Yeah.
popping ass head bitches in charge.
Yeah.
Let the world know y'all tired, but
After
y'all
this, I still
look
got to
good,
work.
and we still
Yeah.
young, and we
Me too. I
still
got
gonna
paperwork.
crush these numbers, and that's just it. Because I need to renew my passport because I need a new coverage. Y'all gotta be hitting you up.
And that's okay.
Anyway.
And bitch,
But
I'm
yeah.
in the red wig.
I'm a dye the blonde wig. Maybe the guy you could recycle.
Oh my
Show you
God!
how,
Stay
show you how
young.
good the hair
Oh,
is
yeah.
when you can just bring the hair
Oh,
back.
girl, I'm a recycling
Oh,
ass.
I'm a
They
wig.
already
I'm a
know
wig.
me.
Let me tell you something. The first wig
I'm a
that I took to
recycling-
you, I had already had the
Recycle.
hair
I will recycle
for at
something.
least 2 or 3 years.
Yes, I
So
will
let me-
recycle
listen,
something. Take it off.
And I ain't
condition
listen,
it.
you know all about liquid gold. This is the only hair we talking about on the show because I ain't even going to dare say the fucking hair that I gave to her, the fucking pig on that wig when she first started trying to make wigs. Okay.
Well, I know what
Well,
you're talking
liquid
about. 'Cause I
gold.
still got that hair
Exactly.
too.
Well, liquid gold
It's
was
good,
coming
but
into
it
play.
ain't
But
liquid.
it ain't
It ain't
new
lit.
stuff.
It ain't
The
lit.
new plug. Yeah.
Okay. So at the end of the day, I want to thank you, ladies, for joining
Yeah,
us on
I
the
really
show
do.
today. It was really, really dope. So before we get out of here, we're just not going to jump out of here just yet. So because I
Yeah.
want to remind our guests and our audience that both of these ladies were bosses of the week.
Yeah, they
At one point in time.
At one point in time. Yes, they were.
Both of these ladies were bosses of the week. So before we get out of here, we want you to give the audience your handles of your personal handles, your businesses, whatever you want to give them, whatever you want them to know about you so they can know exactly where to find you guys. So be clear, enunciate, because we gotta let them know where to find y'all so they don't get no hiccups, no misunderscores and ain't none.
My personal page, if you're trying to slide in my DMs.
Come
It
on.
is-
Are you having
period.
Valentine's Day applications?
It's so funny. Like I don't even have time for Valentine's. This guy was asking me like, "Well, what do you do for Valentine's Day?" I'm like, "Work." Like, now, if you want to do something after, that's
Yeah,
fine.
But
But
you want the 15th? I got it.
Yeah. Or like the 14th after like 8. But my personal page is at OMGEE. It might be underscore there, I can't remember. My two business pages. The first is at the Picnic Joint. It's spelled exactly how it's
I love the
sounds.
picnic
The
joint.
picnic
Yes,
joint.
I
I
was
was
lit.
lit.
To the picnic
Bitch,
joint.
I came to every
Yes, the
motherfucking
picnic
picnic.
joint.
Hold on.
Not
been-
every motherfucking
Yes, I did. I've been to every picnic that you started. Thank you.
And the booming business is about to celebrate 5 years next
So
month.
proud.
Oh, 5 years.
It's at Do Me a Favor. It's spelled exactly how it sounds with 2 underscores at the end.
Yes.
Dom a favorite.
Yes. Not Dama
Dama
favorite.
You are hilarious, Kate.
She's
Go ahead.
annoying.
So my personal / business page is Showtime. You know,
Don't slide in
Showtime.
the DMs or you can get cut.
Yeah, don't slide in my DMs because y'all annoying. But ITZ, that's it's Showtime. ITZ Showtime _ SA, and then Liquid Gold is LG, like LG the phone, Lux, LUXEXT.
Yeah.
All right, that's their page. And as far as my financial literacy company, Vincent Enterprise.
I know that.
That's under It's Showtime because I haven't created a page for that because, like I said, I don't want that much traffic right now because I have a lot.
Child is
going on.
stressful.
She just,
Yeah,
and she
I
just
don't want
birthed,
that much
and she
traffic.
just birthed that baby, so give us some time. Let her get
Yeah,
off
I don't want
postpartum.
that. I got traffic in
embryo.
there.
It's still an embryo. We're gonna bring her to altar
I have it's embryo. I have it's
Well,
growing,
I tried to second
and,
trimester.
I have traffic now, so I don't want to overwhelm myself with traffic
Absolutely.
because that is a longevity type of situation.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Come
Come
Speaking
on,
of
Shakira.
longevity, I just want to say to our audience, we have brought y'all some bomb-ass entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
financial literacy.
Oh, and I'm a bartender too. Book me for your wedding.
Period. Okay.
30th
So all the
birthday,
tips that y'all
40th.
got and gyms and all of that shit, how to build businesses, how to network with people throughout the business. I can just say again, I'm excited. And anybody in the tribe and the audience
Yeah, 'cause we
who
got
build
something coming up.
businesses and got some gems from us, bitch, let us know. Let us
Yeah.
know what kind of insight or what aspirations you got or you guys are building from the information that you get from us. Because we would love to hear. We would love to hear the feedback about our guests, about our show, and our platform in general.
Yeah.
So give it to us. We want to hear the shit.
Yes. So, well, I mean, this marks us another episode down in the books.
Yeah, this is another episode down in the books. Again, I am so happy that you guys joined us today. I was a little
Happy
worried.
beer.
Friend, I love you, but you know I was a little worried.
Have my notes. Leave her on. She got
You guys, I find
She was on her soapbox like, oh, woo, woo, woo. Leave my girlfriend alone.
I can't
Yeah.
talk off the top. The podcast, you want to cut it, edit it.
No,
move
God.
it that way, move it this way,
I
move
hate
it
her.
that way, yeah.
But yeah,
That'll
I'm
be a
so
lot of
excited
fun.
for the spring and what we got in store.
Yes.
We're going to talk on the camera more.
Yes, because Miss Picnic joined, because you know when we start getting these events that's coming up that we
Yeah.
got for the
Yeah,
she
tribe,
was
we're
lit.
going to need
She
you.
was lit.
It
Yes,
was.
look for the next picnic.
And the turkey hoagie was good. 'cause you know,
I
I like
This
this
bitch.
fucking put me in
She
there.
put-
No, you put it on the side.
Yeah, she did, yeah. I came up with
If
that.
my shit was soggy, I'd have been pissed.
Yeah.
I'd
She did a good.
Come
The
and
girl that
elevate
did it did a good job.
That's good though. Yeah, you
And that's a
smart.
prime example.
No,
of,
and it was probably decent Watson because you know one like that slimy ass church that they give you in jail in school.
could've been a little
I don't know.
Black
People went on the jail.
I don't think she got black bear, but
Black bear or decent Watson
Yeah,
because
decent
the turkey
Watson's
was
good.
good.
The turkey
Because
was
that's
good.
all I eat. Black bear, no fucking Sarah Lee. It's slimy.
Yeah, it is though. It is. She not like that.
It
Turkey
is
slimy.
It is slimy.
But yeah,
I
I am
Oh my
Sunkissed
God.
Shock.
And I am Miss Lomax.
And together we are to each his own.
Thank you guys for joining us. Bye.
Bye. We just meant to edit this part.
Y'all funny as